From historic Royal Liverpool Golf Club, EA Sports, so proud to bring you continuing coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
And not the way you want to start your morning. That is going to be trouble right out of the starting gate. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in two with a good shot here.
All in all, that's a good shot. Anytime you hit it in the rough's always a little bit of a lottery. It could have even jumped out a little more and perhaps gone even closer.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
A good 20-footer here. So he'll clean that up for bogey and a letdown there. 3-putt 5 here at the first hole. The second at 453 yards. This is a tough hole. Precision is a must off the tee because the landing area is a small one and features 3 very penal bunkers. The green is also well protected with 3 more bunkers, and the putting surface itself is anything but flat. Yeah, that's in the fairway, so maybe a chance for a bounce back after that opening bogey. Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second.
Just went a little bit too far and a little bit to the right, but still, anything inside 10 feet is excellent on this hole.
Good chance to make up for that bogey at the first. Now, that one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there. Oh no, that goes by the wayside. And he will sink that without a whole lot of trouble. It's par here at the second after the opening bogey. The third of 4 consecutive par 4s to start this front side is the 426-yard third hole. Pot bunkers aren't the problem here as they were on the first 2 holes, but thick rough is. A tee shot that takes the dogleg too sharply can leave one with a very difficult approach, or even worse, wind up out of bounds. Just no chance to hold the fairway there, and it bounds into the thick stuff. He'll have to conjure something from this lie because that is not very good. See if he can knock it on in two.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and jack. Well played.
From the heavy stuff to here, now this for birdie. There you go, back to even. It's a birdie here at the third, so a chance to start over after the opening bogey. The last of the consecutive par fours to grace this front side is this one, the 367-yard fourth. It's the shortest of the four by a considerable margin. Most golfers should be able to cover the fairway bunkers and be left with just a short iron in. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff.
That ball was waving at the hole as it whizzed past.
A birdie putt down to Iona.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
That's a good set of hands right there to get it that close from that far away. Shake at the head there, that nearly a birdie, but they'll have to be content with a par. Now to the first of Royal Liverpool's 3 par 5s. It is the dogleg left, 520-yard fifth hole. Tee shots that can navigate the gorse to the left and the pot bunkers to the right should open up this green to be reachable in two. By most accounts, this is the best birdie opportunity on this opening 9. Oh, and that just did not want to settle. It'll wind up rolling off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. Here we go. Wow, Frank, how about that shot to this par 5?
Incredible, Rich.
Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. The first par 3 of the round is here at the 201-yard 6th. 2 pot bunkers left and 1 right of the green are to be avoided at all costs. Boy, a real chance here to get on a run. The eagle on the previous hole and now stuffs it inside of 10 feet. Look out. Coming off the eagle, this for birdie. Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie to push that score to 3 under for the round. The seventh now at 481 yards, a par 4. Pot bunkers left and right are definitely in play off the tee. Even if you end up in the fairway, the second shot is a demanding one, partially blind, over a large tract of gorse and potentially 2 pot bunkers left. And that one a little wayward. It bounds off the fairway and right into the thick rough. Well, you got to be careful not to catch the hosel here as he lines up his second.
Well, I see where the ball finished. I know that's a great shot, but coming out of that thick rough, so many things could have gone wrong. He needed a bit of brute force as well. Superb.
Yes, well done. It's birdie to move to 4 under now on the day. On to the 8th, a par 4 at 436 yards. It features a familiar refrain: avoid the pot bunkers and the tall gorse. Doing so with your drive should leave a short iron in to a green protected by 1 bunker left and 2 to the right.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long.
So after the missed fairway, his second now from the rough at 8.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
13 feet away. Yeah, the good play continues, now to 5 under on the day. The 9th hole at 218 yards, a par 3. Bunkers front left and right protect a fairly narrow green that features more than its share of humps and hollows. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, it's a good-looking putt overall, pretty straight. Slightly down the hill, need to be wary of that, but it's an inviting one.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th. And that is going to win the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par. The back 9 here at Royal Liverpool kicks off with a long one at 507 yards. It's a par 4. The landing area is a tough one to navigate. It's narrow, it has mounds, and it has thick rough left and right. Up near the green, the bunker front and right is incredibly deep, and must be avoided at all costs. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. So a poor tee shot at 10, now his second.
Well, I was wrong again. Number one, I didn't think they could reach the green, let alone get it close too. Just hammered it out of that rough. Such a long way to go too.
You bet. Easy as can be. That's in for birdie. The 11th runs along the beach to the left, and this is a tough driving hole, a par 4 at 392 yards. The short length will likely entice most to air it out, but the more prudent play might be a 3-wood or an iron, because the small landing area gets tighter the further down the fairway you travel. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. After a big drive, he'll dig in for a second out of the sand. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Chance now for another birdie. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. The 12th at 449 yards is a dogleg left par 4. Those that try to chew off too much of that dogleg could find themselves in trouble if they're unable to carry the gorse. The approach will be to an elevated green that slopes fairly severely from back to front. And that one coming in too hot. It kicks off the fairway and right into the heavy stuff. It'll take some effort from this buried lie, but a chance now to still reach this green in 2.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. How about 5 under par for the day? The 13th is a par 3 at 194 yards. It yields another panoramic look at Hilbury Island and the estuary beyond, but this could be a tricky little hole. Tee shots that land in that front right pot bunker rarely lead to a par. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. This is going to have to require a delicate touch. It's his second.
This is the time in the round you've got to really screw down the bolts in your head. Do not want to make back-to-back bogeys. Bogeyed the previous hole and looks like it's going to be even worse here.
Oh, off the flagstick. Well, he'd been going along well, but then the bogey on the previous hole, and now a double bogey here. The 14th is a dogleg left, par 4 at 454 yards. Ideally, your drive should stay as close to the dogleg as possible, but middle of the fairway is just fine if it can avoid any of the 4 pot bunkers in the landing zone. The green, thankfully, is bunker-free, but it does fall off somewhat sharply to the right. And that is not the spot to be. Pretty shaggy lie here as he'll try to muster up something for his second.
That was some shot. Moved heaven and earth just to get that one out of the rough, and now safely on the green.
We turn to Notavigay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. The 15th is the longest hole on the course, checking it at a full 620 yards. The fairway is fairly generous by Royal Liverpool standards, though it does feature bunkers left and right. The issues tend to develop on the second shot, where you'll need to commit one way or the other to going for it or laying up. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Well, maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Okay, his fine play continues. He is dialed in as the short birdie putt here gets him to 4 under for his round. The final three-hole stretch begins with the par 4 16th at 461 yards. Most players should be able to move their tee shots beyond the 3 fairway bunkers, but more await up toward the green, 5 of them in total. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Good chance at one.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Yes, very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie. Now to one of the more visually stunning holes on the course, the par 3 17th at 136 yards. This has everything you want in a classic par 3 and a lot that you don't, including steep runoffs, deep bunkers, and a tricky green to putt on. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Your swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Maybe a spot for the lob wedge, a second to the par 3.
Birdied the previous 2 holes and looking to keep the momentum. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though.
Ten-foot putt left. Nope. Okay, so after a strong front side, things not quite as rosy on the back. That one in for double bogey. This is a big-time test. The closing hole here at Royal Liverpool, a demanding par 5 at 609 yards. 2 deep bunkers need to be avoided off the tee. Then the fun begins. A second shot needs to navigate a tough dogleg to the right before it emerges in front of gathered masses surrounding a green with no fewer than 5 deep pot bunkers in play. Right, in the fairway. Frank, I'm always amazed at how quickly fortunes can change in this game. Big number on the previous hole, and a big shot right here, maybe to get it all back.
Well, they only change if you've got skill, Rich. We saw the mess as you detailed on the previous hole. But to all of a sudden stand up and hit a shot like that, show us the skill on this par 5, that makes the difference.
What a putt there for Eagle to wrap things up. And that will finish off a very solid round, 5 under 66. So for Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.